I understand that LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook has given us the freedom to call ourselves experts. Guy, girl, it doesn't work that way. A lot that actually happens to you when you're in your 20s is when you're discovering yourself, is when you're trying to navigate the things you want in life and the things you do not want in life. It is when you're trying to grow and build sustainable friendships and valuable friendships. It is also when you're trying to look for someone who you would want to settle down for the rest of your life. But there are certain pills that you should swallow now so that journey can be smooth for you. The first pill that you have to swallow is you're not special. Yeah, you're not special. I know that you've been told right from when you were growing that you're unique, you're one of a kind, there's no one like you, when you're not ashamed of this. But the truth is that you're not special. You're just one of a kind, but every other 7 billion people that exist on earth are also unique. So do not bask in the euphoria that you're unique and that means that you're special. You're actually not special, and this will help you to understand that nobody actually cares. Because if you think that you're special, you will believe that you should be given special treatment. You just expect that things will fall on your lap. When certain things do not work for you, you begin to think that everyone is against you, the whole world is against you. It's because you feel that you're special. Now that you know that you're not special, I expect that you show up with humility and responsibility, because I know that you know that there's a unique assignment, there's a special gift that's been given to you, there's a particular question that the world is asking that you have answer to, and there's a particular problem that the world has that you have solution to. I had to swallow that pill one point or the other in my life, and yeah, I'm doing fine. And that, my name is Olamide, and I'm a young person like you who is trying to navigate a life and get the best out of life even in this young age. Another thing you need to know under this fact that you're not special is that you can be replaced. Do not hoard your gifts. Do not think that everything is going to fall on your lap. Have the understanding that you can be replaced at any point. You can be replaced if you do not show up. So please show up. Lastly, when you understand that you're not special, you'll be able to keep the good friends that you have even when you have certain misunderstandings. Because I know that some people, when they have misunderstandings with their friend, they tend to leave every relationship at the brink of a discomfort or a misunderstanding because they feel that they are special. So even if this relationship does not work, someone else will walk into their life. Guy, girl, it doesn't work that way. Do you understand? It doesn't work that way. You're not special. If you treat people anyhow, they will just walk out of your life, no matter how valuable they are to you and no matter how you think that they love you. Remember, I said again that nobody actually cares. Everyone loves you to the extent to which they can use you. Everyone loves you to the extent to which you serve them. So show up with a mindset that you are only unique, you're not special. You're just like every other 7 billion person that exists on earth. And then show up with humility. Because again, if you think you're special, it's just a layer of pride that you have. All right, let's move to the second one. The second one is save yourself before you begin to save the world. And I'm also going to be explaining this in quite a number of few points. The first point is love yourself. Love yourself. Look, it is in this time that you're going to know that life is really lonely, and life can really get lonely. In as much as you think you have friends who have always been there for you, they have their lives to live as well. So if you're banking, if you're completely dependent on the love that you get from people, if you're completely dependent on the comfort that you get from people, you're going to have a problem. Because again, these people have their lives to live, and one point or the other, you're going to be alone. So in this time that you're in your 20s, invest love in yourself. Love yourself like no man's business, because actually it is no man's business. Understand that there is no room for comparison. This is not the time to compare yourself with your peer. This is not the time to compare. Focus on your life. Focus on your life. Know yourself for who you are. This is the time to discover your strength and strengthen your strength. This is the time to understand your weakness and manage your weakness. This is the time to leverage on the strengths that people bring around you. This is the time to really, really, really know yourself and love yourself. This is not the time to compare yourself with anybody. This is not the time to compare your progress with anybody. I understand that everyone is moving fast. But the question is, where are they moving fast to? You don't know. You don't know if they're moving fast to nowhere. But you who knows where you're moving to, you have to be strategic first. I mean, a battle is won before you go to the battlefield. You win the battle in the place of strategy, not at the battlefront. So do not put pressure on yourself because a lot of people are moving fast. Do not let social media put pressure on you, because I know that is what a lot of us are facing. We were in the 20s. That's what we are facing. So do not let anybody put pressure on you. Do not put pressure on yourself. Do not compare yourself with anybody. As much as you're moving, as much as you're making progress, it's enough for you to upload yourself. Also, I understand that LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook has given us the freedom to call ourselves experts. But I know that there is enough room to still expand your expertise. Do not let mediocre take over you. I know you're good at what you're doing now, but the point is there's still room to be better. So do not sit in the expertise that you have now. Do not sit in how good you are now, because again, the world is moving, and if you don't move with the world, you will soon realize that you've gone extinct. You soon realize that you're no longer relevant. So do not take pride in your expertise. Do not be comfortable with your expertise. Search for knowledge. Search for the things that are new in your career. Search for the things that are new in your space of influence. That way you remain relevant. Expand your expertise. Save yourself a lot. Also, the last thing I would like to say when it comes to saving yourself is that just know that you cannot please everyone. Know this one and know peace. I don't think I need to explain anything. I did a video on setting boundaries. I think I'm going to link it somewhere around. You should see it. You can't please everyone. If you're a people pleaser, then there's a problem. You can't please everyone. Know this and know peace. The third pill that you will have to swallow, I know this one might be difficult for some people, and this one might be, quite interesting, is that it's either you consume books or you consume nonsense. Now, I understand that we have podcasts now, we have blogs, we have magazines, we have commentaries, we have documentaries, we have everything that we can read from. But I tell you the truth and I lie not, nothing can replace reading books. And I know that the world has moved. You don't necessarily have to get a hard copy, even though I recommend that you always get hard copies, because there's a level of commitment that you have when you do that. But again, I understand that some people just enjoy the soft copy. But whatever you want to do you, but ensure that while you're doing you're reading books. Nothing can replace reading books. If you want to hide anything, just put it in a book. Especially for people in our generation, we do not have patience. We just want to, be at the forefront. Before you can be at the forefront, you should be buried in the deep. So I don't need to explain so much. It's a no-brainer. Ensure that you consume books. If not, you just realize that you're consuming nonsense. Be able to shut out social media. Be able to shut out things that will not be relevant in next few months. Like, what are you doing with trends? I understand that trends, okay, we ride on trends and then we just get the fun part of it. But again, you're not supposed to remain in trends. You're not supposed to be soaked up in social media. You're not supposed to be soaked up in other people's business. Mind your business. Drink water and mind your business as you read your book. The fourth pill that you have to swallow, this one is bitter, but I'm sure that when it gets to your belly, it's going to be sweet, is that you should cultivate appetite for truth. I know that we always love when people give us nice reviews, when people give us positive affirmations, but not in this time. It's not every time you should be hungry for positive affirmations, for, good message, good reviews. This is not the time to be hungry for such. Do not let the appetite for ego to overshadow your appetite for truth. This is the time for you to get people who will truly scrutinize your work and tell you the truth. This is the time where you can take hard feedback from your boss. I know that what is trending now is that bosses who give hard feedbacks are toxic bosses. And that's not even the video for today. But what I just want to tell you is that you should cultivate appetite for truth. The truth will save you 1,001 times. I'll say that again. The truth will save you 1,001 times. Ensure that you want to hear the truth. It can be painful, but at the end of the day, when you go through it, you will find the results. You have people around you who don't tell you the truth. You have yes people around you. If the people you have around you are yes people, they don't, everything you say is right. They don't challenge you, they don't ask you why, they don't challenge you to be better, everything you do is right, you should run away from such people. They are not challenging you at all, and they will not help you in the long run. You might feel that they are making you comfortable now, but in the future you're going to actually pay that price. So now you should pay the price to cultivate appetite for truth, because again, it's going to save you 1,001 times. You're going to be open to your blind spot. You're going to see the spaces where you have mediocrity in you, and you're going to squeeze it out and work on it. That way, it's just like when you put gold in the furnace. When it comes out, it's going to be better. It's not always nice when it is in the furnace, but when it comes out, everyone appreciates it. And that's just the same thing with knowing the truth. Embrace truth, love truth, cultivate appetite for truth, and you just find yourself being 1,001 times better than you've always been. The fifth pill that you have to swallow, this one can be bitter for you, this one can be sweet for you, but you have to know God. Like, this is the time for you to know your God. Know your God. I mean, this God that we're talking about, and it's very easy to forget in this time that we are. Everyone is struggling to be what they want to be. Everybody is trying to realize and know who they want to be, what they do not want, and what they want. But at the end of the day, this is the person who wrote the script of your life. This is the person who formed you. This is the person who had known you before you were in your mother's womb. I mean, you cannot navigate your life without him. He's just like the compass of your ship. So you can't do life without him. This is the time to know him, because if you feel like you don't have time now, trust me, you will never have time. Because as much as this years look like it is very choked, it is very tight, it is a lot that you're doing, I promise you, when you advance to your 30s, you realize that you actually have time now. So now is the time to invest in your knowledge of God. Find him, know him, love him, serve him, invest in kingdom. You still understand that times actually get lonely, and when it gets lonely, when it looks like you are the only one, this is the only person who can be there for you. This is the only person who can be with you. This is the only person who can provide answers for you when there's no one who can give you answers. So this is your time to know God. Let me know in the comment section which of these pills was so bitter for you. I tell you the truth, these 5 were very, very bitter for me as at the time when I took them in, and I just thought to share with you as well, so that we can be better together. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I'll see you in this video.